In a high school classroom in California, a 14-year-old named Jasmine logs into her math dashboard. It's a typical Tuesday morning, but what she sees is anything but typical. Her lesson isn't chosen by a teacher flipping through a textbook. It's chosen by an algorithm that knows exactly what she struggled with yesterday and what she's ready to conquer today. This isn't the future of education. It's happening right now. Welcome to the age of personalized learning paths, where artificial intelligence is quietly rewriting how we teach, learn, and grow. For decades, educators have tried to tailor instruction to individual students. But in a classroom of 30 kids, each with different abilities, backgrounds, and paces, personalization was nearly impossible. Until now. AI doesn't just offer a new tool, it offers a new model. Let's dive into how it works and why it might be the most profound shift in education since the chalkboard. At its core, personalized learning is about meeting each student where they are. Not where the curriculum says they should be, but to do that well, you need data, lots of it. That's where AI shines. Modern learning platforms like Khan Academy's Khanmigo, Duolingo, and platforms like Squirrel AI in China collect thousands of data points per user every session. How fast a student answers, where they hesitate, what they retry, and which concepts they revisit. AI analyzes these patterns in real time, building a dynamic profile of strengths, weaknesses, and preferences. Then, it adapts. If a student struggles with fractions but excels at geometry, the system knows to spend more time on the former and accelerate through the latter. This isn't just efficient, it's empowering. Students stop feeling behind. They start feeling seen. In India, Biju's learning platform uses machine learning to personalize entire subject tracks. A student in rural Uttar Pradesh can receive the same AI-guided lessons as someone in urban Mumbai, tailored to their own progress, not someone else's average. And it's not just for students who struggle. Gifted learners often get overlooked in traditional systems. With AI, they're challenged at their level, not held back by peers or pacing guides. But personalization isn't only about what's taught, it's also about how. AI can identify if a student responds better to visual aids or text explanations. It can determine whether they learn best in short bursts or long-form engagement. Suddenly, education becomes fluid, not just adaptive in content, but in form, tempo, and tone. And for teachers, it's a superpower. Instead of spending hours grading papers or analyzing test scores, they get dashboards showing real-time insights. Who needs intervention? Who's ready to advance? What concepts need reteaching? AI doesn't replace the teacher. It frees them to coach, to connect, to inspire. Let's look at a real-world example. Summit Learning in the US. Their platform uses machine learning to create custom learning playlists for students while giving teachers tools to adjust those paths based on qualitative input. In other words, the algorithm listens to data, and the teacher adds context. That's the future. Human plus machine, working together. Of course, there are challenges. Critics worry about data privacy. If AI collects so much student data, who owns it? How is it protected? Others fear the dehumanization of learning. Will screens replace classrooms? Will algorithms replace relationships? These concerns are valid. But the best implementations of AI in education don't remove humanity. They enhance it. They give teachers the insight to meet emotional needs. They give students agency over their learning. In low-income communities, AI tutoring programs are bridging gaps that decades of reform couldn't fix. In refugee camps, AI-powered apps are helping displaced children keep learning with minimal infrastructure. And in elite institutions, AI is helping students go beyond memorization toward mastery. But perhaps the biggest impact of AI in personalized learning is mindset. When students see their growth mapped visually, when they realize they're not bad at math, just missing foundational skills, they build confidence. And confidence is the ultimate fuel for learning. Imagine a world where every child learns at their pace, where education isn't a race, but a path paved uniquely for them. That's the promise of AI in personalized learning. It's not perfect, but it's powerful, and it's already changing lives. Because when education stops being one size fits all, every student has a chance to thrive. And that's not just innovation. That's equity. That's hope. That's the future of learning. Let's zoom out for a moment. What happens when an entire education system embraces personalized learning powered by AI? We can look to Estonia, a small country with a big digital footprint. Over the past decade, Estonia has embedded AI into its national digital education strategy. Students access customized platforms that adapt content based on ongoing performance, and educators receive predictive analytics to prevent dropouts. The result? Higher engagement, fewer dropouts, and a model that's being studied around the world. In Singapore, government-supported pilots are testing AI-driven adaptive testing, exams that change in difficulty based on student responses. This means a test can better measure what a student knows, not just how they perform under stress. Then there's China, where companies like Squirrel AI have implemented adaptive learning in over 2,000 schools. Their system can diagnose the exact knowledge point a student is missing, down to the concept level, and adjust instantly. The result isn't just smarter software. It's smarter students. And this intelligence isn't just academic. Soft skills, like emotional intelligence, collaboration, and critical thinking, are also being integrated into personalized platforms. By tracking how students respond to challenges, AI can help develop traits like resilience and grit. Now, let's talk about accessibility. One of the most exciting potentials of AI-driven personalization is inclusion. Students with learning disabilities, ADHD, or on the autism spectrum often struggle in traditional settings. But AI can adapt lessons to their sensory needs, slow things down, break tasks into manageable steps, offer feedback in ways they can process. This isn't accommodation, it's transformation. It's the difference between surviving school and thriving in it. Now imagine layering that personalization into every stage of life. AI isn't just for kids, it's reshaping adult education too. From language learning to corporate training. Platforms like Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, and Duolingo are using AI to recommend personalized paths, reinforce weak areas, and track progress toward goals. This means learning no longer ends with school. It becomes lifelong, adaptive, and responsive to the ever-changing world of work. But with that comes a new responsibility. Educators must be trained to interpret AI insights, not just rely on them blindly. Developers must ensure transparency, fairness, and inclusivity in the algorithms they build. And governments must ensure that AI doesn't widen the digital divide, but helps close it. Because at its best, AI in education isn't it about replacing the classroom? It's about reimagining it. A place where every learner matters, where every path is valid, and where no one gets left behind. That's what personalized learning is really about. Not just better scores, but better futures. Because when we meet learners where they are, we unlock who they can become. Let's not forget the emotional impact. One of the most overlooked benefits of personalized learning is that it restores the student's relationship with learning itself. Too many students internalize failure early. They think they're not smart, not good enough, not meant for math or science or literature. AI challenges that narrative. Because when a student begins to see progress, real progress, measured not by comparison but by growth, they begin to rebuild confidence. They stop saying, "I can't." They start saying, "I can, just not yet." That shift, subtle but profound, is what educators call a growth mindset. And personalized learning feeds it. Because it doesn't punish mistakes, it learns from them. It doesn't shame slowness, it adjusts for it. It meets learners with the grace we all deserve when trying something new. As AI continues to evolve, we'll see even more innovative applications, voice-driven tutoring assistants, AI-powered writing coaches that give real-time feedback, and even virtual mentors that adapt to each student's aspirations. The classroom of tomorrow might look different, but the heart of education will remain the same. It's about unlocking human potential. And when AI is designed ethically, transparently, and with humanity in mind, it doesn't reduce learning to a series of metrics. It amplifies what makes learning meaningful. So the next time you hear someone ask, "Can AI really change education?" tell them this: it already has. Not by replacing teachers, not by digitizing worksheets, but by personalizing the path so that every student, no matter where they begin, can go as far as their curiosity will take them. That's not just the future of learning, that's the future of possibility.